Ah, nice.
Oh, I wouldn't sit in that seat right over there.
Don't sit in that chair. That's where the guy died.
Yeah.
What?
Don't sit in that chair.
Why not?
Because that's where.
You guys ain't telling me what happened in it.
About you know, the Constitution was, you know, Max was sitting right over there. And right over here, there was a death of.
I was right here. And
wait, you were in the room?
Yeah, I was shot.
Oh my God.
Council. It's really scary. I don't even like this room. It gives me PTSD.
Yeah, yeah.
Just laying here in blood for
lots of
over
books
an
in
hour.
here.
Yeah. Yeah, there are a lot of
Larry's
books.
job now?
He's Larry. Do you want to explain what your job is?
Yes, I am an advocate before the people.
That's right. He's got a meeting with Forehead tomorrow, actually.
Definitely have
Oh,
a
that's good.
voice of, you know, someone that need that.
All right.
To be heard from different side of the city. That's good.
We got to yell in this room, by the way.
Did you really have to sit that far away, Brad? For fuck's sake.
No, come over here. Come here, Dr. Naya.
I'm coming.
Yeah.
Didn't want to sit near where it traumatized poor Leah. What the hell?
I know. Just like, oh God, I was shot
Sorry,
here.
Leah, you won't be shot in here now.
Yeah.
Well.
All
okay,
right.
so the reason for this meeting is that the prescription law that I've been working on got denied. According to Angel, it conflicts with the current laws.
Oh, yes, right.
Which it technically kind of doesn't, because that law is about consumer marijuana and my law is about medical marijuana, but I can't really.
Did you ask her?
I kind of can't because she just closed the whole thing. But I think the best thing, I talked to Michael Rosell a little bit since he co-wrote the law with me. And I think the best thing we can do is try to put it forward together.
We can do that.
That it's like a joined effort, you know, that I'm not trying to surpass any of you guys' laws.
Of course. So I can.
You already have plans for this.
This is separate. This is you're talking about the cultivation and all that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about prescription marijuana law. It's a little different.
Yeah, that's
it's similar.
Shouldn't that tie into the legal one?
Yeah,
I mean,
that was the idea, to post them all kind of together.
Well, hold on. Let's let me, just so we're all on the same page.
Yeah.
So there's the Marijuana Decriminalization Act, which was passed a while ago. That allows everybody to have 6 units of marijuana. Then there's the cultivation and dispensary legislation, 2 separate ones. That is for the legal growing of marijuana and the legal dispensaries. So the sale through a legal spot. What you're talking about is prescription through that circumvents all these things. The reason that Angel believes that it conflicts is because inherently, if you were to prescribe marijuana, you're prescribing it at a higher amount than what you could legally have in your possession.
Yeah.
And I think the reason that's happening is, and I spoke to McNee about this earlier today.
Stop answering the phone during meetings.
The federal law talks about marijuana in weight. The way that we wrote the legislation at Los Santos County, and then Andy co-signed it a while later, is we didn't do it in weight. We did it in units because weight is meaningless to 99% of the city. Because you can get a joint that is 1 gram, you can get a joint that's 2 grams, and sometimes the joints don't have labels. So I think in order for you to get around this is you just have to do it in unit amounts. and say
Okay.
in the legislation that you are able to supersede the legal amount that you have anyways. You know what I'm
The
saying?
issue she's going to run into, Nino, is if it was denied,
You gotta yell.
She can't. Oh, the issue that she's going to run into now is different because now she has to wait 2 weeks to refile it.
Oh fuck! Wait, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. Shit.
Yeah, so I mean, she can't just see. The thing is why there should have been like discussion opened instead of just immediately closed. But I guess that's how
Yeah.
Let me read this out loud. It says the San Andreas Department of, because we're interpreting what Angel said, right? So I'm confused as well, mind you. The San Andreas Department of Justice has reviewed this piece of constitutionality and conflicts and found one issue that would prevent this from moving forward. Currently in the marijuana, she might have closed this by accident, by the way, and she might be able to reopen it. Because normally we're able to provide a retort and a...
That's what I thought.
My guess is she closed it by accident. So, conflicts and found one issue. It conflicts with marijuana decriminalization, specifies the following. Possession of marijuana in quantities exceeding the legal amount are subject to incur penalties, including fines and potential misdemeanor.
Can I point something out real quick?
Mm-hmm.
This becomes a lot easier for her to get through once we do the grow op stuff and the dispensary stuff. Once we do that stuff, this will be a lot easier for her to get through because everything will be established.
Yeah. So, and for everyone's benefit, we've already pushed that forward. So,
is it already in?
DOJ has had it for the past 5 weeks, and it is now in the official process. So,
okay,
didn't it just get approved by DOJ too? So
I'm getting up the moonshine legalization and the weed growing stuff up tonight, or hopefully tomorrow.
No, Pred, weed growing is already good. Cultivation and dispensaries, we already wrote up the legislation. Unless you're talking about something else.
Oh, no, I didn't know you are. Wait, so you already have the cultivation?
Yeah.
I thought we were doing cultivation in the north, and then...
The legislation is there. You would sign it in, and then we can go from there. You know what I mean? Then it becomes however you and I want to do it. Yeah.
All right, I'd like to be able to have them cultivate up north. I think that would be a good business.
Okay.
For me to make some money.
Yeah. So...
Hell yeah.
And let's be honest, I need fucking money.
Yeah. So let's go back to let me see.
Don't answer.
What? So I'm confused. Do you know where the contention is? Should we call Angel? We should call Angel.
Sure. I don't think I have her phone number.
I don't think she's around anymore. She didn't respond when I asked her about my... Let's see.
Oh, wait. All it's saying is we just need to alter this legislation.
Yeah. So, but the thing is, the lines that she's bothered by is the whole purpose of the law, kind of. Because if people can't carry more weed than when they don't have a prescription, what's that's the whole point of the law. I think she just feels like my law is overstepping your guys' law. So I don't know if it might be a situation where you guys gonna be asked basically to amend your law to be like in your marijuana law to be like except in the case of prescribed treatment or some shit like that, to have like that one added law that kind of allows my law to exist. It's kind of hard to define what's...
Hey, boss, I gotta go to bed.
Kind of really the problem.
Yeah, good.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure Larry gets out okay.
Uh-oh.
Okay. So the way I see it is like this.
Could have been so much different, Larry.
Mm-hmm.
The way I see it is like this. I think because we're kind of having to guess where the contestant is, because I agree with you that hold on. Possession of marijuana in quantities exceeding the legal limit are subject to NCARP penalties. A prescribed patient can possess up to 10 grams above the legal amount of marijuana as indicated. The prescription. I'm so confused. I don't get the concern.
Same. I am in the same boat as you, Nino, because I kind of wrote my law to basically be like, if there is a prescription, they can possess 10 grams on top of, exactly that, you know, on top of the legal limit. And then anything after that, there is a penalty for it, you know, because it falls into like the proper like misdemeanor and or whatever felony possession charges.
Yeah.
I'll miss you.
All right. So Brett, have you seen this at all?
Which one is it?
The one she's Angel's notes on the legislation. I feel like we need her in here, and the reason is I don't think we understand what a ruling is. Maybe she misread it.
I don't think we can help right now.
Yeah.
But I do think that we can have other subjects to talk about, like that are just as important, if not more so. I really need you just to appoint someone to run that hospital. That's what I need. Ask them with it. We'll pick them out together.
Brad, you grab Derek Shaw. I grab the other 2 board members. We're sitting in here. If they agree with you, I will myself oversee that fucking hospital and we'll make it happen. But you gotta make Derek Shaw come and you gotta convince them that it's needed.
Jeez,
I'll build that shit up from
around.
scratch. What did you
All
say?
right, look, we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen this week.
I haven't seen him in years.
Exactly. See?
I haven't seen him in 7 years, 8 years.
How do we know he's a real person?
I saw him twice, actually.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
was it behind a curtain?
Yeah. No, it was normal. He just waltzed into the ER.
Does he still have a bald head?
Yes. Yep.
He's gonna get hair transplant.
Well, I mean, it's Nino ain't gonna be here on Monday.
I mean, it's irrelevant for me, right? Like, I don't really need to be there.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll be there and I'll try and argue in her favor.
Yeah.
And like point out some stuff so that she can hopefully get this going. I'll help her out.
Yeah. I don't see. I still gotta... What is? Do we even know what the issue is?
No. I think I don't know.
Which document is it?
Okay, let me. It's closed. So it's in the city hall, but it's under the closed ones.
And which one is it?
It's called Prescribed Organic Treatment, POT.
San Andreas Department of Justice has reviewed this piece of for constitutionality and conflicts and found one issue that would prevent this from moving forward. Currently, in the Marijuana Decriminalization Act, it specifies the following: penalties for noncompliance. Possession of marijuana in quantities exceeding a legal limit are subject to incur penalties. But then wouldn't this just go around the legal limit because you have a prescription?
Exactly. So this is saying that this is an exception to the everyday. This is giving a higher amount than prescribed. So, like, why is it in conflict?
Yep.
That's why I'm thinking. I think maybe.
You think maybe
it was
just
misread?
Talking with her?
Yeah. Because otherwise we're playing assumption games, right?
Yeah.
And with the thread being closed. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
If this thing wasn't
right now, we don't know.
Yeah. If the thing wasn't closed, then you could actually ask that question and be like, is it actually? I would send her an email. She's not around. Am I understand that correctly?
No, I don't believe she is.
Okay. So I think I would ask her to open this back up and we discuss it on this because you at least need a way to counter whatever the justice says. Like,
Yeah.
how is it in conflict?
I really want us to get the border and residency handled. I wish we could handled that with Angel.
No, I mean, listen, we got to just do the work for the state. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it. We'll write it ourselves, get it in a place. And honestly, who knows the people better than we do?
True.
I
mean, you saw what happened.
Representatives of the people put there by the people.
Yeah.
And Nino saw what happened with his weed laws. This whole time he was like, "Oh, I'm waiting on DOJ, waiting on DOJ."
Yeah,
and
so,
then
I'm going to give you some background, Pred. We've been working on cultivation and dispensaries for 2 months. I think even more than that. It was one of the first things we wrote up, and I was told, give DOJ a copy of it. We literally spoke to every weed, person, like you name it, got all the shit in place. They didn't tell us what to do with it. Couldn't find somebody. Finally, we gave it to Bailey. Bailey looked at it. He quit. So then I gave it to Weiss. And then Weiss said the DOJ had it to review. They never called back. I then talked to the fucking government, and the government said they're reviewing it. And then finally, as you heard in that meeting, they said just post it up. So I think maybe, and now it's in contest phase. So now I will say, maybe they didn't know whether they could or they couldn't or whatever it is. But long story short, we just got to get every party in the room and get closure on it, whether it's this thing or whether it's the Derek thing.
Yeah.
So.
All right, perfect.
Red tape.
I got to get some stuff in tonight or tomorrow. Then I really want to get this. The whole legalization of moonshine needs to occur up north, and then but the border needs to be established to people manning it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get all that stuff together, and then when you get back, we'll take care of border stuff.
I mean, send me copies of it. I'd recommend residencies. So Michael's writing up something on residencies, and border shit because we had something written up.
Well, there is something that I brought up to Angel, but I don't know if she was 100% on board with it. And that was because of the way the process is, and not everybody can have a job up north, not everybody can own property up north.
Okay.
That we are able to declare people residencies of our counties.
Yes.
If they wish to be declared it. It's the only way that the system works.
Agreed.
And that way, I mean, even if I'd probably be like, well, just get a key to someone's fucking house then. You know what I mean? I'm sure you got friends. But then some people might not have access to that, especially due to the current way property's handled up north. So I think that people being able to declare residency would be good.
I think the best way we move forward with this is, I know Michael's cooking something. You should give him all the things you want to see in it and let the man cook. He is his shit ends up being the most sane out of every legislator I've gone through.
Then what I'll do is I'll get in contact with Michael. I'll tell him everything that I'm looking for in our shit. And then hopefully what we can do is just target this being statewide legislation out the bat.
I think that's a good idea.
We'll make sure we agree on everything.
The way that and we can talk about some of the details right now. As the way that that I think it can be done is you state your Los Santos County and what district, which one of the 5 districts you want to be a part of. And we can segment that piece out. So, like, up to you whether you want districts or not. But down here, it's going to be a dual thing. You're going to say your Los Santos County and what specific district. And then part of that declaration process, is it would be added to your profile. So, like a tag or some shit.
Are you telling if we get this going? Are you telling me that we could have checkpoints set up on both highways? and allow the back roads to be open and navigated so that police could watch the border lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, yes. So as for the wall shit, oh, you should be able to read our original copy. It's going to be in the closed section. So we, like, in the first couple weeks, we put a proposal up for a we're going to rewrite it, because the way that I wrote it, I was going to charge BCSO like extra money for coming through, because I was so sick and tired of all the bullshit that you're now experiencing. Having
Yeah, I
to
know
deal
you
with
hate
it.
them.
Oh, I
hate them
fucking
too.
fucking degenerates, I swear to God.
Oh, I'm starting to get them under my thumb now. They fear me now, which is good. They know that I'm not to be fucked with, so they fear me.
That's
again
good.
Now, so that's
Yeah.
good now. Kick ass.
But we could write it pretty simple in that, like, you know, honestly, we need like concrete, like fucking boarded things on the fucking highway, and then fence off the in between.
Yeah, I think fences and stuff will be an issue. I think we should just focus on getting the 2 initial checkpoints up, and then we go from there.
Yeah.
If people want to try and circumvent the checkpoints, that's just an easy arrest.
I think as long as the legislation's written in a way where we have power over, like, we don't need to put construction shit in it. You know what I mean? Just that maybe there's a DMZ, that there's going to be a border. And enforcement, what the enforcement's going to look like, so that we're leave it open enough that we can ourselves determine whether there's a fence. How does compliance look like? Who do we put at the wall? Like, I'm planning on sending LSPD officers that do shit down here that is inappropriate. I'm going to be sending them to the wall. So,
honestly, good. We should agree on that. That would be good too. I'll do the same thing.
I love it. Go ahead, Princess. You got a question?
Yes. This will ideally this question comment. The idea that was raised at the prison when you both
think of the 23 months
about putting the prison under Blaine County jurisdiction. I do believe, if I'm not mistaken, that having the border security legislation, having that pass, would be probably a good way to then argue for the change of the prison jurisdiction without being treason.
Wait, sorry, run that back. Wait, run that back.
You both spoke with DLC and mentioned putting the prison under Blaine County jurisdiction. Yes?
Angel already told me she ain't gonna do it at all, so it's fucking null and void. I fucking talked to her today about it. She
even if
said
it's
no.
Even if the border is present and
so even we're standing technically on state land.
All right.
Also, the prison needs to be state land because those people who are going to be getting out of there may not be residents in Blaine County and need to be escorted to the border.
That's true. That's true. All right.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, the prison falling under me ain't gonna fucking happen. But guess what? It don't make no money, and I'm gonna be getting cash stipends from the state every week to pay the fucking people. So
there's also the qualified immunity thing got denied as well.
Yeah, I'll be looking at like $400,500 coming in a week just from the stipend that Angel's gonna give me every Friday.
Hell yeah.
Good.
So at least I got that settled away.
All right. All right.
But I believe that it is my bedtime, so I'm going to depart.
Okay. Can everybody leave the room for us, please, real quick? Just want to talk to Pred about something.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. Kiflam.
Kiflam.
Thank you, Pred.
Leia?
I think she's in her head.
Yeah, we'll go in the mayor's office.
I got her. It's all right. Oh, you're looking?
Oh, no, Princess grabbed her, or we can just go into the mayor's office, whichever is easier. Yeah, some shit with Angel is going to be a fucking battle. I'm never getting that prison.
Yeah.
Or the military base. I'm going to have to take them by force.
Right. I want to talk about the weed stuff before, so it's not in front of everybody. So keep in mind, I had promised weed licenses for cultivation and dispensaries to individuals over the last 3 months.
Okay, I got you. You got a head start on it then.
Yes. And given the fact that there were promises made, here is what I am recommending. I want to have one cultivation spot down here to fulfill my promise, but the rest go up north. Now, the way that I've written this is the amount is completely determined by the mayor. And so if I get the one that I've promised, the rest I'm going to block and only allow to be grown up north. How does
That's
that
fine.
sound
I
to
mean,
you?
that's
All
not a
right.
big deal. I mean, we could. The problem is I'm gonna have trouble. I am acquiring a storefront,
Okay.
so that's good. I'm gonna be acquiring, but I am working on acquiring a warehouse too, and that's fucking difficult.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you know this is coming so you don't get blindsided.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Listen, I get it. I mean, I'm going to be making a fuck ton of money with the moonshine shit, and we're both going to be making a fuck ton of money with people trying to smuggle that shit into the South with the rest.
Yes, exactly. So the dispensary shit, like, let's be fucking honest, there's no money there, right? This is just shit that people can do. I was only doing it for
contracts.
It's mostly going to be contracts, like it'll be interesting, whatever, but like motherfuckers don't make that much cash. I mean, you get what I'm saying. We're not going to get a slice.
As long as I get a cash injection of $1 million from someone buying the contract, I don't give a fuck.
Okay, you know, easy.
Money's money. I need more of it. I mean, the moonshine thing.
So
be making us tons of money.
I spoke to Caruso. The idea that he's cooking up logistically is never going to work. I think. Hey, what's going on, babe? Hey, can I meet you in a second?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll call you right back. All right.
Okay.
Talk to you in a bit, Daisy. Bye.
All right.
Hey, the future Mrs. Chavez.
Yep, her and Tilly. They both don't want me to marry the other one. I'm about to deal with that. Okay. So, he's effectively proposing MOPEC for fruit. It sounds good in theory, but it is going to be fucking. The tools that we have in this city is going to make it fucking. It's going to do our head in. Keeping it simple is important. If you get this warehouse you're talking about and just fucking grow veggies, some of it gets sold for moonshine production, some of it the county stalls purchase it up. That makes it so fucking easy instead of like all this other shit. Because the way he was explaining it to me, if you put it down, like logically speaking, like if we were to enact this, where there's going to be so much fucking Excel sheet paperwork that it's never going to work. Does that make sense? Like, subsidize this amount, and then he makes it, and then you chop it. It goes dead in the fucking fridge in a day. Like, you're not going to want to keep up with that, you know? As opposed
then we
to...
just have people just pay for it. But we subsidize, but we get the cost. How do we drive the cost down low to encourage people to use it? That's the thing. We got to have a price. So we're both going to have to fucking cash inflow the businesses at kind of a loss, but then we'll be making up for it with all the moonshine money.
Exactly.
I'm going to make and all the rest you're going to get at the border.
So here's the simple solution. You have a warehouse. Anybody can use that warehouse, right, to fulfill contracts. So someone comes in with a contract from a stall and they're like, hey, I want this amount of fruit. Anybody goes and takes a contract and gets paid. The same facility is used to contract out to the moonshine people. The moonshine people either pay you monthly, right, or per still or whatever it is. So you're going to be getting money, or you do 20% on moonshine, right? So not only are you providing veggies the stalls make, but you're also making money off the moonshine. That's like where the real magic is. All this other shit is just, it sounds good, but it's never going to work. And you're going to, you're going to have some fucking
That's why the food processor comes first. And if it doesn't happen, then, gonna have to do the price, the plan where we drive the prices down by paying them, but then we'll be making so much money from other shit that it won't be a loss,
Agreed.
it'll be a profit.
You're
gain.
talking about like a chopping machine inside the warehouse, right?
Yeah, that's what I would ideally
Agreed.
want, is a fucking food processor, so people would just pay. They could go to the food processor and just fucking use it. It'd be the best shit ever.
Yes, 1,000% And for the people down here in the city, listen, they're gonna want to fucking get like, I'll get like fucking liquor licenses down here. You know what I mean? So
there already is a liquor license. It already exists.
Wait, does it?
Yeah.
Where?
Angel told me that there's already a license for liquor.
What the fuck? That is fucking perfect. So easy. Motherfuckers like buy it down at Liquid Library, whatever the fucking business is.
And then we have transport companies handling legal transports of goods.
Exactly.
Right? And if they smuggle it into other people that ain't supposed to be getting,
This is simpler for us to handle because, like I said, I fuck with Caruso, but his plan is going to be literally we're going to be servicing phone calls and complaints all day if we follow that thing. It's got to be simple. You give it to someone, it's simple. How much are you producing? How much are you giving? That's it. You know what I mean? Otherwise, you're going to be playing like in-city contractor. You know what I mean? All right. Okay.
I
cool.
got you, big dog.
All right. Your 8 hours are up. Is that what's happening right now?
Yeah.
You really are on point with that. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, I like to have my relaxing me time. It's important.
Yeah.
Plus, I don't want to burn myself out on all this shit when I enjoy it.
Yep. Well.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't want to.
That's why I got deadlocked.
Take it. I just want to take it easy.
Yeah. All right. All right. Listen.
Hey, Prince says,
hey,
Eliza, do you guys need the keys? What's up?
I'm gonna talk to Michael tonight. Anything you send his way, he'll let me know about it, and I will be swinging
tell him
in.
to send me. Tell him to send me an email with like the details that he's looking for on the subjects, and I'll get them all to him. I already have everything written down. So.
Easy. All right. Easy. All right.
Just so you're aware, the man who was applying for police or whatever, the weapons license one downstairs, it kicked your car a bunch of times because Carmine told him to.
All right, well, I'm going to have to shoot him.
All right, that's just thought I was able to give you an update.
All right.
Dr.
Naya?
Carmine, he is under our
umbrella. Do you guys
umbrella.
need me to drop you off anywhere, or?
Oh, that's all right. I'll frolic.
No, I'm good.
I have my car, thank you.
Fred,
I'm gonna go to bed, guys.
Derek on board,
Careful.
let me know so I can get the
Alright.
other people.
Yeah. Pred, you're gonna handle that,
I'll
right?
talk to him.
Getting Derek in.
Yep.
All right. Easy.
I already started communication.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nino,
Yep, communication's already started.
are we still doing my business proposal today for the
Let's do it. What's your proposal
All right,
called?
it's bedtime for me, Eliza.
It's
Can Mom be with you?
called Archangel
I'll see you
Pharmaceuticals?
tomorrow.